This is a review for the Shark NeverChange HP302. This unit is about 22.5 inches tall, it has an about 11-inch diameter, and it weighs just under 12 pounds. This unit has multiple pre-filters, it has two of these mesh pre-filters, and it has an extra blue fibrous filter wrapped around its combination filter. It also has a carbon gas filter and a HEPA particle filter. Air enters this air purifier through several gaps. There's gaps on the front here, gaps on the bottom here, and gaps on the back here. And these gaps are also on the other side here. So air enters the unit through these gaps. It travels through the mesh pre-filter, through the blue fibrous filter that's wrapped around the combination filter. It then travels through the carbon filter, through the HEPA filter, and then up and out through the top of the air purifier here. This unit has 5 fan speeds. There's 4 increments here, and there's also a max LED that lights up on the maximum fan speed. This air purifier outputs at approximately 240 CFM, and it usually retails for around $300. Moving on to things that we like and dislike about this Shark air purifier. The first thing that we really like about it is its high output. It has a really good amount of airflow traveling through its filters. Again, its output is at approximately 240 CFM, which means that approximately 240 cubic feet of air travel through its filters each and every minute. And that is very good airflow for an air purifier. This unit's high airflow also gives it a very large area of coverage. We recommend it for rooms up to about 300 square feet. So this unit's large area of coverage is another strong positive for it. We also really like the separate high quality mesh pre-filters on this unit. There are pre-filters on each side of the air purifier, and these are very high quality separate mesh pre-filters that can be cleaned very easily. Large debris like large fibers, hairs, things like that, they will accumulate on these pre-filters, and it's very easy to pull out these pre-filters and clean them with a vacuum, for example. It's very easy to do that on this unit, and it doesn't damage the filter. These are very high quality filters that are permanent filters that don't need to be replaced at cost. Many competitors have much lower quality mesh pre-filters that are wrapped right around the particle filter. So vacuuming those pre-filters, that can damage the particle filter underneath the pre-filter. And because you cannot separate that pre-filter because it's wrapped right around that HEPA filter with no way to remove it, cleaning that filter, vacuuming it, can damage the filter underneath. So you don't have that issue with the Shark air purifier. It has those high quality mesh pre-filters that pull out on each side, and you can very easily clean them on this unit. And that is a very strong positive for this air purifier. We also really like the fact that this unit adds even more pre-filtration on top of its exterior mesh pre-filters. There's an extra blue fibrous filter that wraps around its combination filter that adds another level of pre-filtration for this unit. And we really like the fact that it adds that extra level of pre-filtration because that is going to further extend the life of its HEPA filter. All of these larger particles that accumulate on the exterior pre-filters that are going to accumulate on this exterior blue fibrous filter, all of these particles that are now accumulating on these filters, they would otherwise accumulate on the HEPA filter. And because this unit has so much pre-filtration, you have a lot of filters protecting the HEPA filter, and that really extends the life of the HEPA filter. Another thing that we like about this unit is its filter order. It of course has its mesh pre-filters on the exterior, it has a blue fibrous filter, and it has a carbon filter that precedes its HEPA filter. So you have all of its filters other than its HEPA filter preceding its HEPA filter, and that further extends the life of its HEPA filter. Many competitors place the HEPA filter much earlier in the filter stack. For example, this filter we're showing here, on this unit, you see the pre-filter wrapped right around the HEPA filter. So there's just this very thin, low-quality pre-filter protecting the HEPA filter. On this unit, that HEPA filter is going to saturate much quicker than it will on an air purifier like the Shark air purifier, which has several filters, including its carbon filter, preceding its HEPA filter. And that brings us to yet another related positive for this Shark air purifier, and that is its filter longevity. Because it has multiple pre-filters, because of its filter order, its filter is going to last a very long time. Now, Shark implies that the filter on this unit can last up to 5 years. We think that's a bit ambitious. It's probably not going to last 5 years, but it will last much longer than most other combination filters on the market. We estimate it to last up to about 2 years. And that is still very good. That is still a very long filter life on this unit. It's not a never change filter. You will have to change it, but it should last considerably longer than most other filters on most other air purifiers on the market. The last positive for this Shark air purifier is its good energy efficiency. We measure its power draw on all fan speeds, and we compare its airflow to its power draw. We essentially divide its airflow by its power draw to give a ratio, and then we compare those ratios between different models on the market. And the Shark air purifier has some of the highest ratios of any air purifier that we've tested. So that is another very strong positive for this Shark air purifier. Moving on to things that we don't like about the Shark NeverChange air purifier, the first thing that we really don't like about it is its high initial price. It usually retails for around $300, and that gives it a CFM to dollar ratio of only 0.8. Top rated units we recommend have even more airflow than the Shark Air Purifier, and they retail for about half the price, which gives them about double the ratio, double the CFM to dollar ratio as this Shark Air Purifier. So in terms of initial value, when you first buy this air purifier, that initial value is not very good on this unit because it has such a high initial price. Another negative for the Shark Air Purifier is that it can get very loud on its highest fan speed. On its highest fan speed, we measured its noise output at 71.2 decibels. Again, top-rated units with even slightly more airflow than the Shark Air Purifier, something like the Winix 5500-2, that unit was measured in the high 60s at approximately 67.5 decibels. So you have quite a bit of a discrepancy there between the noise output on this unit versus a top-rated unit when it comes to the noise output on high fan speed. The Shark unit is definitely louder than top-rated units we recommend. The last negative for the Shark Air Purifier is its odor neutralizer. And now when we first got this air purifier, when we first plugged it in, we left the odor neutralizer in there, and we immediately noticed how it added a very strong scent to the room. That's basically how it works. It reduces odors by basically adding a very strong scent. And for us, and for we think most consumers, when they're buying an air purifier, what you really want is clean air that doesn't have any VOCs, any odors, any scent at all. That's what you want. That's why you're buying an air purifier in the first place. And so for this air purifier to actually add a very strong scent, it's a similar scent to maybe spraying Febreze in a room, something like that. For it to do that, that is a negative for it when we evaluate it as an air purifier. What we only want is air purification. We don't want to add a scent. We don't want to add VOCs, odors to the room. Even if it's a pleasant smell, we don't want to add it to a room when we use an air purifier. And so that is a negative for the Shark Air Purifier. But you'll really want to remove that odor neutralizer as soon as you get it and keep it removed for the duration of ownership. You're not going to want to use, most users at least, will not want to use the odor neutralizer on the Shark Air Purifier. When it comes to general recommendations, this is definitely the best Shark Air Purifier that we've tested so far. It's also a very good air purifier overall, but it's not quite good enough to be a top-rated air purifier that we recommend. Top-rated air purifiers that we recommend also have a good quality gas filter, also have a good quality particle filter and a HEPA filter, and those units have even more airflow than the Shark Air Purifier at a much lower cost. Top-rated units usually retail in the $150 to $200 range versus $300 on the Shark Air Purifier at a lower airflow. With top-rated units, you don't get quite the same level of pre-filtration that you get on the Shark unit, but their filters are much cheaper. So in terms of long-term filter cost, it's really a wash between top-rated units like the Winix 5500-2 and the Shark Air Purifier when you compare filter cost to filter life. And again, the top-rated Winix 5500-2 is basically half the price of the Shark unit. See the description of this video for the latest updated list of all of the air purifiers we recommend, and thank you for watching.